No doubt, it's hard times for US stocks, especially in the high-tech sector. Look at the NASDAQ 100 here. This is brutal, right? Broke below the 200, broke below the midterm uptrend, broke below the horizontal support, closed below it. This doesn't look good at all. But there's an area in the market where we have a clear bull market, where there's easy money to be made. The precious metals, and especially the mining stocks. That's what we're going to talk about now. I'm going to tell you my one hot metal right now to pay attention to, and my 4 favorite silver stocks that I am in myself or getting ready to buy, and my buy limits. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. All right, let's jump right into it. So, this is silver, and we need to talk about it. And I started off by showing you the NASDAQ, and I do this because I want to show you the difference between the NASDAQ and silver. I told you NASDAQ 100, below the 20, below the 50, below the 200-day moving average, and now we look at silver. The purple line, 200, above it. The brown line, the 50 moving average, above it. The pink line, 20 above it. This is what a bull market looks like. I don't understand why the people are making life so complicated. We here at Hot Trades of the Day, we like to make life simple. We like to enjoy life and therefore make trading and the stock market simple. We're going to go where the bull market is. These two charts, the NASDAQ 100 versus silver, clearly show you where the bull market is, where the action is, and you can almost feel that silver wants to break out to the upside. And if that happens, then the silver stocks really gonna run. Now, remember, with silver, we have 2 separate factors independent from gold that make silver so explosive and interesting. The first one is we have very high short positions in silver that will all have to unwind. And we already saw it yesterday in some of the silver mining stocks. I'll show you a couple in a minute that just exploded to the upside while the markets overall went down because players were forced to close their short positions. The second thing obviously is the catch-up trade to gold. 2 factors that speak for explosive moves. If silver finally breaks above this maroon resistance zone here and just closes above it, and that's when the party is really getting started. But I want to quickly have you take a look at copper. That's the metal you also need to pay attention to. Look at this. Copper is about to break out. What we need is a close above these highs here, these intraday highs where we had these wicks, right? And it's getting rejected, and now next try. And it's very clear, we close above 4,850, the copper rally is on. It would be a new 10-month high, massive buy signal. Again, by the way, copper, we're above the 20, we're above the 50, we're above the 200 in an uptrend. This is what a bull market looks like. Don't make life so complicated for yourself. This is where the action is. I know a lot of people in the past decades, because we had the bear market in the commodities, all about high techs, and they're really having difficult times to deal with the commodities and the idea of investing in commodities. But just look at the chart. Look at the charts. Just compare any US index versus the commodities, precious metals, copper here. Some of the smaller ones like lead are starting to look good as well. And you see where the bull market is. Now, I promise you I'm going to show you my favorite silver stocks right now, and let's jump right into it. Endeavour Silver. Look at this monster move, 24% up yesterday after it announced quarterly results that weren't even that great. They missed the revenue. Yes, they beat big on earnings. Instead of a loss, they reported a profit. But still, was that worth a 24% gain? Absolutely not. So what happened? Short squeeze. Now, are we overdone short term? Yes, we have a very good chance to go all the way back to this blue zone around here, 420. And that's, if you want to get in on Endeavour Silver, would be a great entry point. Another one, this is a favorite of mine that I already own, Abra Silver. Was up yesterday 9%. How many high-tech stocks do you know that went up 9% yesterday? Not many. Look at this. This looks fantastic. They're an exploration company in Argentina. Above the 20, above the 50, above the 200. Broke the short-term downtrend. Fantastic. How many tech stocks can say that? Basically none. And now let me zoom out and show you what we have here. I'm going to go to the weekly because this makes it more visible. Look at this. A monster base is about to be completed if we break out and close above this resistance zone. And we are in it right now, as you see. After that, it is blue sky potential for Abra Silver. Look at this base. This has been going on since 2021, right? The longer the base, the higher in space. The old Wall Street saying, so we break above it. Monster rally coming for Abra Silver. Where would I get in? Well, we always have the chance to hit back to this lower end of this resistance zone. And here we have the 20. So everything around like 320 to 315. Great entry zone. Now, a stock that almost nobody knows, Santa Cruz Silver Mining. Look at this monster move yesterday, up 12%. I'm repeating myself. What high-tech stock do you know that went up 12% yesterday? None, because that's not where the action is. The action is in the mining stocks. Look at this, above the 20, above the 200, above the 50, 50 just crossed the 200, bullish sign. Why? It shows that the short-term momentum is going higher, more dynamic on the shorter time frames. Amazing. Again, big double bottom formation. We break above this resistance zone. We did it. We closed above it. Retest possible. That's where I would open up a position if you are not in it. I am in it. Only half position though. I have to admit that. I wanted to buy the second half, missed my limit. So only half position for me so far. 48 CAT, or you wait. With this volatility, always possible that we come all the way back down to 46, to this lower end of the resistance zone. But this is as good as it gets. What else do we want? I mean, it is easy to make money, right? Southern Silver, my last one, up 17% yesterday. Thank you very much. Now, this one is still below the 200. Okay, this is the one that not as strong as the other ones. An underperformer too, if you compare this chart to the charts of the other silver stocks that I showed you. But Southern Silver has a really, really dynamic correlation to the silver price. If the silver price goes up, Southern Silver, the stock of Southern Silver usually goes through the roof. So if we can get this stock around 23, so above the 20, or 21 in a short-term volatile sell-off, which could happen, I am in. That would make a great buying opportunity. So that's it for today. Next time we'll talk about some gold stocks. you might get tired of it and say like, Wilhelmy, why are we keep talking about commodities and the mining stocks? Because that's where the bull market is at. I just showed it to you today. This is where we're gonna make the easy money. Let the other people fight out and sweat out what's going on with the Nvidia stocks. We'll make the easy money. Best performing sector 2025, besides defensive like healthcare, the mining stocks. This is all we need to know. This is where the action is going to be. It's already here. So why not make easy money in the market? That's it for today. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.